So now we're going to be having a look at for loops, which are different to while loops because for loops are when you're working through a specific sequence. So we already know how much stuff is there to work through. We're just going to go through those until it's done. So we might be working through like a sequence of letters in a string, or we might be working through a sequence because we're working through a list of things. So in an example, let's say we've got our Python pals and we're inviting them to a party. So we've got, hold on, I actually already wrote some down. Let's have a look. We've got Python pals, Steve, Charlotte, Jack, and Libby. Don't ask me about the name Libby. My daughter chose it for some reason. She's 5. So we've got our Python pals, and we're going to say for pal in Python pals. So pal is going to be, each time we go through the loop, it's going to choose a pal. So the first pal is going to be Steve, then it's going to be Charlotte, Jen, Jack, then Libby. So we're just going to print, we're going to use an F string because we're going to want to import the pal names. So dear pal, so this is why we're using an F string. So this will be, instead of writing out the actual word pal, it's going to put that variable in there, as you'll see. So dear pal, you are invited to my party. And so this should go through and invite all of our pals. So invite Steve, invite Charlotte, invite Jack, and invite Libby. So that's the basics of a for loop. We can also work through a sequence of letters. So let's say we're working through my string. So we'll do for letter in my string, print the letter. So that will print each letter in my name. And there's lots of different things that we can do with it. But if we want to do it with numbers, the sequence could be a range. So if we say my range, or we could just do it straight down there, but let's see, range. So if we work through a range of, say, 10, and we say for I, which is just what we use for counting, usually it's an index. So for I in my range, so the first one automatically is going to start with 0, and it's going to count through up to these 10 numbers. For loops in Python is different in different languages, but a for loop in Python does not count the last number in a range. So if we're doing up to 10, it will stop at 9. But what we can do, if you wanted, say, 1 to 10, instead of this, we can just put our range in. And we can say that we want to go from 1. And we'll say to 11, so that will include the number 10. So we've got that there. So that is basically all you need to know to get started using for loops. And next we're going to have a look at nested loops. So that's when there's a loop inside of another loop. So just hold on and we'll continue to the next video.